So this is Tewel, and we're in Dunbar, Wisconsin, and he is 85 years old, and he cut down, trimmed some pine trees and trimmed some apple trees. He's an expert woodsman. And so Al, can you tell me how you got started?
My grandpa on my mother's side was a logger, and I guess I just inherited it from him.
Okay. And so you were how old when?
I started working in the woods when I was 17.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like school. I wanted to be out in the woods.
I'm with you on that.
Altogether, I've been cutting timber in northern Marinette County and Florence County, and a little bit in upper Michigan for, I guess, about 55 years.
Okay. And so you officially retired when you were how old?
62.
62, but you still do odd jobs for people because they know of your reputation.
I worked for the town for about 14 or 15 years, did all their lawn mowing.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And then I quit working for the town when I was 80. I had enough to do at home.
80, wow.
So then I cut lawn for the town for all those years, and in the winter I would work in the woods.
Okay.
For a small logger here at Pembine.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever had any accidents?
No.
No? Wow.
Well, I broke a finger.
You broke a finger, and how did you do that?
I don't know, I just stumbled on a piece of frozen dirt on the edge of the logging road, and it came down on my hand and broke my finger. I got a Larry McCarran finger here now. I don't know, I just love being out in the woods, cutting timber.
Yeah.
You're not going to get rich at it, but
no.
It was something I always liked.
Yeah. And actually that's really what kind of makes people the happiest sometimes, not how much money you make, but what if you enjoy doing it.
In the morning when you get up, you should look forward to going to work.
Exactly.
Instead of hating every minute of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tree Farmer of the Year Award.
Okay. And
2013.
2013, and what is the background of the forest?
Well, back in the 50s, the government had a program called the Soil Bank Program. They would pay farmers to take their land out of production, but this was a small farm. My dad, he enrolled the farm in that Soil Bank Program, but he didn't make much money. But some of the big farmers out in the Dakotas that had hundreds or thousands of acres, they probably made out pretty well. And then they had another plan that went along with the Soil Bank Program where you could plant trees, and they would pay for the expense of planting the trees. So he decided he wasn't farming much anymore. He was buying all his feed for the chickens, so he wasn't raising any crops here anymore. So he went ahead and planted the trees in the Soil Bank Program in 1958. We planted 51,000.
Oh my gosh!
Norway pine.
51,000 Norway pines.
Today they call them red pine.
Oh, red pines. Okay.
And we had a Farm All H tractor. We rented a tree planter from the county. My dad drove the tractor, and I rode on the planter, and we put in 51,000. 51,000. Wow. And then in 58, and then in '88, I started thinning. I'd take out every third row.
Okay.
And then I didn't do the whole plantation at once. Every year I would just take out a section. And then when I finished the first thinning, where I started in '88, those trees had grew quite a bit. In '88, I was getting 3 sticks in a tree, and then about 10 years later, when I started the second thinning, they were running 4 and 5 sticks in a tree.
Wow.
So,
and what does that mean, sticks in a tree?
well, a stick of pulpwood is considered 100 inches long,
Okay.
8 foot 4.
Okay.
So when you thin them, they grow much, much better.
Okay.
You see some stands of pine that haven't been thinned, and they're just small,
Yeah.
tall, skinny little trees. And then when they're in that condition, they're more vulnerable to storms, like you get a ice storm or a heavy wet snow.
Okay.
Or these trees are bigger and got some diameter to them. They'll take a pretty good snow load. Licensed forester
Oh.
to do the marking.
Oh, so they mark the
So
trees.
You just take out the trees that the forester marks.
How tall do these trees get?
I got some over there that were 8 sticks tall.
8 sticks tall.
So that would be like maybe 64 feet of timber plus the top.
Oh.
So you're talking over 70 foot.
So what does the DNR do? What's the reason for enrolling?
They give you a discount in your taxes in exchange for them to manage your forest.
I see.
One protects the other.
Okay, so you cut every third row.
That's what I started with, yeah.
Okay.
We planted these trees 6 foot, the rows are 6 foot apart, and the trees are 6 foot apart in the row.
Okay.
So that gives you 1,200 trees per acre.
Wow. And how many acres do you have?
About 40 here, I guess.
40 acres. This is what kind of saw again?
This is a Husqvarna,
Husk. Okay. And it's
made in Sweden.
made in Sweden. And how big is it?
This is I think it's 7 cubic inch
Okay.
engine.
Okay.
Very powerful saw.
Okay.
Tree Farmer of the Year, 2013, Marinette County, American Tree Farm System. The mission of the American Tree Farm System is to promote the growing of renewable forest resources while protecting environmental benefits and increasing public understanding of all benefits of productive forestry. Members of the American Tree Farm System manage their lands in accordance with American Forest Foundation standards of sustainability for forest management. Mr. and Mrs. Alfie Tewel.
And that was what year that you got that award? 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.